good day, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we do have a couple of ladies that actually watch the channel. So I guess ladies do game, or guys are using their mate's channel. I guess that's possible. We're flying the very unfriendly to the skies today, and we got the p.1101. And the goal is to start replenishing my devastated coffers. So, guild news is that the guild has been created and is up. So, those of you needing a guild where we're kind of laid back, have fun, hang out, learn some stuff if you want to learn some stuff, and just not be judged a whole lot. We're your guild, all right? So, and we are the dysfunctional avenging angels. And why dysfunctional? Because nobody in this guild is perfect. I'm going to promise you. All right. The other purpose is that my treasury is about empty with the creation of the guild and the full spec ultra equipment on my 1092. And the 1101 is probably the better aircraft, but the 1092 is far further along the spec track than this one is. This one actually has my better pilot. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the 1101, this was an aircraft that was actually prototyping when it was captured. And like a lot of the German planes, this one was waiting on an engine that was never going to arrive. And there were pictures of folks standing over the wrecked carcass, which was rained on, left out, utterly destroyed by careless soldiers who didn't know what they had. And so there we are. Well, so again, it's a fictional aircraft. Nobody actually flight tested it, knew what they were getting. Hence the P name. Both the Germans and British would use P to designate projects for aircraft that never got beyond the design stage or prototype stage. There were some others. The Swift, by the way, actually should have been left in prototype stage. But there's a number of aircraft. The 1056, on the British also is just then the P228. Or just projects that people dreamed up that they didn't think were promising enough to do it. But what this aircraft offers you is the same thing I used to love about the Attacker. It's good enough. It's got great guns. I don't mean good guns, I mean great guns. Fast firing, high velocity, flat trajectory, reach out 800 DPS guns. The only problem you're going to have with them is that they overheat way too quick. So your burst length is cut back. I went with long range guns on this and the 1092, and I am beginning to wish that I had not. And the reason is this. The difference between killing an aircraft and not killing an aircraft, sometimes it's just a few seconds. There's been a lot of times where I left aircraft with half a or three quarters or down to a quarter of their health, where another second or two of firing would have gotten the job done right on the spot. I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. There was no reason for me to have to worry about any of that sort of stuff. But but your accuracy is going to suffer. Well, if you've got Marksman 1, Marksman 2, and you've got a really good sight, I'm thinking you could probably live with that a little better. But that's an open project. So if anybody's experimented with both of those, let me know, because that's something I could definitely bring up in the channel and show you, and we can specialize a little bit more without me spending a whole fortune on it. And I think it'd just be flat interesting. Everybody can learn a little bit. And that's never a bad thing, right? Okay. So obviously we have a few system hangs going on here. Nothing major. It's not you. It wasn't in the game. It's on my side for some reason today. But you can tell this is just a devastating plane, and if you'll use a little bit of discipline, this thing will absolutely dominate a high altitude fight. It is not the most maneuverable. I will tell you that this and the 1101 and the 1092 are very much the same aircraft. The 1101 is just a little faster, as best I can tell. But when you get this thing to ultimate, you can get the you get this plane down to a 10.2 turning circle with the lightweight airframe and lightweight power plant. And if you play with your pilot skills a little bit, this is an 8-point pilot on this one. And believe it or not, the pilot in my 1092 is a little less skilled by about 3 points. Maybe a little better than that, but not a whole lot. So this is my best German pilot here. And so obviously I want to spec this bad boy out someday too. Okay, so it was an easy victory there. Get a good feel for the aircraft. It turns enough to compete with most fighters. Can outturn any heavy fighter and most of the multi-ops. The few turn and burns out there, like the LA-15 and the above all the Yak-30, might want to be a little more cautious around there. But we got a good amount of kills here, as you can see. It came in number 2, no particular problem. You know. All right, so we are set up on Discord. We are set up on the guild setup in game. So if you want to join us, do let me know. You can just apply to the guild. We will be talking to you. All right. Just so you know, thing about guild requirements, we don't have to have you don't have to be above 50% or anything like that. Okay, you just don't. But not stopping it. You guys that are really, really good from joining either. That's fine. You can train the rest of us so we can be good, right? The main thing is, and the thing that I have no bend and no give, and with a few exceptions, no second chances, is drama. You know, getting online with our guild tag and ranting and ragging on other players is just not a thing with me. Just so you know. I don't want anybody joining the guild and getting kicked out and being all unhappy because I didn't warn them. There are a lot of good players out there, and you can be having a bad day and they can clean your clock for you pretty good. And you can check around the space, you know, unless somebody's doing something just really horrendous, to keep my mouth shut. Because the best answer of all is learning a little something, polishing up your game, crawling into a different aircraft. If you got a bad mismatch, you'll see them again. And you can teach them the error of their ways, but you don't have to shoot your mouth off doing it. Same thing with causing trouble within the guild. We have very little tolerance for that. So, just want to be open and honest about that from the get-go. Now you can see just how quickly you can come up on an aircraft, how devastating the firepower can be. And this is a quick aircraft outfitted correctly. I think at one point here I go over 600 miles an hour, or top right out at 600 miles an hour. Which is pretty quick. You're not going to chase down XF-90s with it. You're not even going to chase down MiG-9s or 15s with it, but it's plenty dangerous. And it's got a better gun than the MiG-15. I'm sorry, I've flown enough of the MiG-9. I've got a very definite opinion of what I think about those guns. It's plenty good, don't get me wrong, but it's not an 800 DPS, you know, laser flat burst of rounds. This has got to be the shyest guy I've ever met. By the way, it's a bot, so I can talk about him like a dog, right? But and he was just not going to get close to us until he had to. All right. So got him finally. And you'll notice here I am disobeying all the rules. I should have clawed this guy skyward before I got near this, but I didn't. Now, I did a voiceover because me and my friends got to yakking and having fun and otherwise misbehaving, and yeah, wasn't fit for company by the time we finished. And also lets me concentrate on the game and on my commentary instead of trying to fly the aircraft and do what else must be done while trying to give you some good commentary here. Alrighty. I don't need to ram ground attack aircraft to prove how tough I am. Alright, so we're just going to come right back up. Look for something else to pick on. Cutlass. I have a cutlass. I just do not enjoy it much. And you can tell by the number of videos I have out on the cutlass. I'm desperately trying to heal up, and I can't get the healing on the aircraft, so we're just going to continue on. As you can tell, really hitting with this gun hard. There's no problem at all. That old so-and-so. Try to get on his tail here. We got the other 4 bases. I'm not terribly worried about it. Another one bites the dust.
Keep it up. Victory is almost ours.
All right. I was telling my friends in the guild one of my nicknames in another air-to-air game was Winnie the Pooh. Or I should say Pooh dash Winnie the. And guys were like, why would you do that? And I said, well, it was real simple because I wanted to, when, evil aerial death dagger gets shot down by you, you have to start screaming, you blah, 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 poo. And they really got obnoxious. I'd start singing the Winnie Pooh song to them. That would really send them over the top. Used to sing it to my kids so often I'd memorize it when they were little. Alright, so you can tell that we did pretty well here. Plenty of experience, plenty of kills. Didn't do so well on the assist, but that just means I finished up with my assist Prime. So remember to like the video, to subscribe, and if you want to support the channel, you can do so on the channel page. There's a Patreon link there, and we'll see you tomorrow. Be careful out there.